hear me, Christian Prince?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Let's talk about Palestinian and IDF.
About who?
Palestinian and IDF
Palestinian
against the IDF.
and IDF? What about them?
Yes,
What about them? Who is the Palestinians?
you tell me.
I don't know. I never met any Palestinian in my life. They are not exist. Are they?
Okay, my phone is about to die. I will debate you in 2 days.
In 2 days, your phone need to be recharged in 2 days? You must be a Palestinian. Two days to charge the phone? My phone is about to die. I will debate you in 2 days. That's a good one. I mean, what kind of phone you are using? Take 2 days to charge it? Why, it's made by Tesla?
Oh man, yeah, yo, God bless you. This guy, he's been saying this whole stuff with, I'm gonna debate you in 2 days in the chat, and I'm gonna demolish you in Skype, all that stuff. It's so funny, and now he finally had this chance to speak.
And then his phone died. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, that's sounds like a Palestinian to me.
Thing happened. Thing happened.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, so I'm a Christian like you, but I just have a quick question.
Right.
Can you show me some examples of false prophecies in the Quran?
All the Quran.
No, just some examples of false prophecies. It doesn't have to be in the entire.
All right. Well, let us go and see. As an example, you want false prophecies about how the baby is made, or you want a false prophecy about something will happen in the future?
No, it can just be false prophecies in general, like anything.
Yeah, because there is a false prophecy. Muhammad, he claimed that how he knew how Allah, he told him how the baby is made. And that's absolutely false. Because, as an example, not necessarily. My keyboard is stuck. If we go in the Quran, we will find this word repeated many times in the Quran. Chapter 22, verse number 5. Chapter 23, verse number 14. 40, 67, etc. Each one is a disaster. So if we go here as an example, it says in chapter 23, verse number 14, then we made the nutfa. Nutfa simply is a drop of semen into a clot of what? A piece of thick, coagulated blood. What does that mean? That means a dead blood, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it a prophecy coming to him from God? This is Allah talking now. Is Allah telling us something, He's prophesying something we do not know about how the baby is made? Is this a false prophecy or true prophecy?
It's supposed to be false because it's simple logic.
Yeah, so nutfa, sperm will not turn into dead blood. Dead blood doesn't grow. And then the dead blood become a clot in a little lump of a flesh. And then we made out the little lump of a flesh bones. And then we clothed the bones with the flesh. And then we brought forth another creation. If you go and read all the stages about baby creation, this is absolutely false. Each step of them is a lie.
So wait, let me get this straight. So you have a sperm cell and they make it a dead blood cell, correct?
Yeah, the sperm itself, it transformed into, Allah, He made it, He made the sperm, He made it into dead blood. And then the dead blood become a piece of strong meat. And then that meat, flesh, become into little lump, and then the lump become bones. Is that what the science teach?
No, it's very wrong.
So this is,
I just have a question.
This is false prophecy. And there's more. There's about history, there's about science, there's about belief. There's tons of false prophecies.
Wait, can I just quickly show you an example and tell me if it's correct? Is that okay?
All right.
Okay, wait, just let me pull it up, the verse I have. Okay, yes, here. So, where is it? In Surah chapter, in chapter 20, verse 85 to 87, I think you've already heard of this. It's when the Quran introduces a Samaritan too early. You know that one, right?
And your voice was cutting. Chapter 20, verse what?
85.
85. Okay, what about it? Go ahead.
It's about that when Moses met a Samaritan.
Yeah, the Samaritan. This is why I ask you, you want history? So this is about history. But the God of Islam, he do not know even when the Samaritan will exist. You know? What
Yeah,
does
so I thought that was very weird because, you know,
No, this is not
speaking
weird. This
to
is it. This is a true proof that Muhammad cannot be a prophet of God, because he missed between when the Samaritan they came to existence and when Moses came to existence. The same as he made when he speak about Mary. Mary is the sister of Aaron. A Jewish guy, he came to Aisha. He told Aisha, there's hundreds of years between Mary and the mother of Jesus and Aaron. So Muhammad, he heard that the Jews, they say that Maryam is the sister of Aaron, but they are talking about different Maryam. So he thought this is the same Maryam. So now Muhammad, he heard the Jewish rabbi saying so now he decided to fix it. So he said, oh, they used to call them by their great prophets, but Aaron is not the great prophet, it is Moses. Secondly, Moses and Aaron, they are from different tribe, and they are not from the tribe of Mary. Number three, again, he made a big poo-poo, and it was too late to correct it, because he made a verse in the Quran saying clearly that Maryam is the daughter of Imran in chapter 3. So Imran is the father of Moses and Aaron. So now it's confirmed what he was saying. He claimed that Mary, suddenly, how in the world Muhammad he come with this name? Mary, she is the daughter of Imran?
Yeah.
You know?
You're right.
So obviously this is a false person. And the name of Pharaoh is an example. He think for Pharaoh is a name of the guy. He think this is the name. He don't say. This is why you see before the name Al. Al is Aramaic word, used in Arabic too, mean the family of. So if you put the word Al before any word in the search engine, you will find that this word will come only when you are talking about. You have to add after it an individual name, not a title. Al, I will put the word Al, and you will see here. It says, verse number 249, Ali Pharaoh. The one in this yellow is Al. And then Ali Pharaoh, the family of Pharaoh. And then here, verse number 248, Ali Moses. Moses is a name of a singular name, a singular person. Ali Pharaoh. Muhammad, he think Pharaoh is a person, his name is Pharaoh. Ali Ibrahim, the family of Ibrahim. See, Ibrahim. So always Al come with before a singular name of an individual. Ali Yaqub. All those Al here is about Pharaoh. Ali Pharaoh. So Muhammad, he think that Pharaoh is a guy, his name is Pharaoh. Ali Lut. Chapter 15, verse number 59. So and then the Muslim, they make a video, says how the prophet he knew that the name of the title of the king at that time is Pharaoh. He don't know. He is saying that this is his name. This is why in the other place he said a king, because he did not know the name. He think he knew the name. He thought that his name is Pharaoh. And then Muhammad, because he is a very historically accurate, he said that Allah, and he's very pervert, he claimed that Allah married him in heaven. He will give him in heaven the wife of the Pharaoh and Mary.
Yes, I've read that
Yeah,
verse about.
but do you know what her name?
Who?
The wife of the Pharaoh, which Allah will give him, according to Muhammad.
No, I don't. I only know about the verse that he's
Yeah,
going to marry.
according to Muhammad, her name is Asiya bint Muzahim. If we go, we check now who is the Pharaoh was exist at that time, we will see that this is this is Ramses the second, correct? And his wife name is Nefertari. How her name become Asiya?
What was her name before? I wasn't.
The name of the wife of the Pharaoh, Ramses the second, is Nefertari.
Nefertari.
Muhammad, he claimed that the wife of the Pharaoh, which Allah will give it to him to sleep with her, her name is Asiya. The daughter of Muzahim.
So he misunderstood the name.
No. He fabricated a name. There's no name there. It's called Asiya. He fabricate. He's not misunderstood. Nefertari have nothing to do with the word Asiya. Nefertari is a Coptic Greek Egyptian word, and Muhammad, he fabricated a new name. We do not know where he got it from, and suddenly she become, her name is Asiya, and her father, his name is Muzahim. He's an Arab, but all of us, we knew that she is from a royal family. She is from a royal family, and she have nothing to do with the Arab, and they are African, and suddenly now she become a different name, different person, and different father.
Yeah. So I just have one last question. You know how in the hadith it says that Aisha was 6 years old when he married her, Muhammad. Muhammad. I've read a lot of Muslims say what's called again, that she was 18 because she was able to reach to lay her head on his shoulder. I don't know if you've heard about that.
She was able to lay his head in her.
I'm sorry, she was able to rest her head
okay.
on Muhammad's shoulder.
Because she have a big shoulders. Yeah, right. You see, when Aisha, she was 18, Muhammad was dead. Aisha, she said, he married me at the age of 6, and I lived with him for 9 years. So Aisha was dead when she was 18. So now the Muslim, they are saying she was 18. All the source says Aisha, and Aisha herself, and this is very authentic. So the Muslim, they try to hide the shameful pervert prophet, and now they change the number, they change everything. Aisha, she said clearly that she was playing with her dolls. A person who is 18, why she is playing with the dolls? If we go right now and we search in the hadith, we will find this. Do you see it?
Wait, the messenger of Allah married me when I was 6 and consummated the marriage with me when I was 9, and I used to play with dolls. Yeah, I see it. Yes.
So she is not 18 and playing with dolls?
Yeah, it's very stupid. It's very weird sometimes, because sometimes some Muslims come and tell me that this hadith is false.
Well, all those sahih. Do you see it says authentic? Do you see the grade?
Yes, sahih.
Yeah. The grade is authentic. All of them, they are not only authentic, they are mutawatir, which mean it is repeated many times. There's no way it is false. And even there's a hadith where Aisha, she said her mom, she fed her extra food. She started pushing food in her mouth so she can get fat, so she can send her to the Prophet.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Right, please show me that one. That's interesting.
Yeah, I will show it to you. Give me a second. Read with me.
Okay. My mother was trying to fatten me up when she wanted to send me the messenger of Allah when she got married. But nothing worked until I ate cucumbers with dates. Then I grew plump, like the best kind of plump. So she became fat a lot just to meet Muhammad.
Yeah, this is telling you how small she is, right? She is not, they were worried about if she sent her like in her size, she would die, when he sleep with her.
So you just just made it more clear.
And do you see it says Sahih? Do you see? Grade is authentic.
I see it, you're right.
Yeah. But I'm sure they will tell you it's not authentic. Those are lying. Christian Prince is lying to you. Brother Sitter, the President name Christian Prince. And he always knew the cucumber to prove the point. So Aisha now she ate a cucumber to get fat, since when a cucumber make you fat? This is the medicine of Islam. I never heard of somebody eating a cucumber and that will make him fat.
Very stupid.
All right, sister. Anything else?
No, thank you very much, Christian Prince.
You're welcome.
Help me a lot.
All right.
Have a good day.
You too. And go ahead.
Yeah, I was actually going to ask something, but I think I was going to ask at the start before we went on to the topic of Quran and Hadith and stuff. So I don't think we're really in the same kind of topic space that we were in at the start. So I don't know if it's really relevant anymore.
It's okay. Let us see what you have.
Okay. I know you stay well versed on like world politics, and you stay up to date with what's happening in different countries and stuff. And we've talked a few times about the UK and what's going on in the UK. I don't know if you saw the Prime Minister give a speech, basically saying that the UK needs to crack down on extremism on all sides, and that there's too much anti-Semitism, there's too much Islamophobia, and he gave this example that basically the average Muslim lady that's walking down the street, she has nothing to do with Hamas, ISIS, that type of Islam.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave the example that basically Islamism, which is funny because there was actually a person from his own party that got kicked out of the party for essentially saying that Islamism has taken over, and that the mayor of London, he's friends with these people because he thinks that guy's been influenced by them.
He's a
But he
Muslim.
then no, he was a white guy. He said, "Oh, who the mayor?"
I thought the mayor of
The
London.
mayor,
So
yeah,
they
the
change
mayor.
him. I thought he was a Muslim. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. I thought you meant the guy that got kicked out. Yeah, the
Oh.
mayor is Muslim. Yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, Sunak, the prime minister, said that basically Islamism is an identity politics that exists to keep Muslims out of society and stop them from being basically part of our society. It makes them want to separate from our society and stuff. But what really annoys me when they say these kind of things, a lot of these politicians, not just in the UK but America, all these countries where they're too scared to just say, they either don't know what true Islam really teaches. But when they say these things that and they love to give the great examples of, oh, your Muslim neighbor, the nice guy from down the street, he's not like that. So we know that he's not like that necessarily, but the reason he's not like that, the reason why there are so-called moderate Muslims, is because they either don't know what their religion truly teaches them, or they know and they don't follow it because they've grown up in the West and they know that that's not acceptable. But he was trying to give this example that Islamism is somehow, this evil branch of Islam that wants to keep Muslims out of, non-Muslim society. But Islam itself teaches that, that they shouldn't be too buddy-buddy with the kuffars, that they should only honor peace agreements and, be our neighbors until they get to the majority. It's like they've never read the book, or they have, and they've just,
No,
they'd rather be politically correct.
what he can do, he cannot go and say, you see, this is politics. He cannot go and say, okay, we need to get rid of the Muslims. But obviously, from what he said, you understand very well that he understands that Islam is dangerous. So when he said the Islamist, he mean what? He mean those who believe in Islam. So the women walking down the street, is she wearing hijab and a scarf and she pray to Allah? Well, this is the Islamist. So it's just like a disclaimer. Hey, I'm not being against the Muslims. I am against certain group of Muslims who they are Islamist. So simply he's saying he's against Islam, obviously, and he's announcing that Islam is dangerous. We need to do something about it. And they mention Islamophobia, so to make it like I'm not only against Muslim, against any kind of phobia. Like Islamophobia is bad. Yeah. So it's just a way of politics to coat himself with some sugar. So the one who like to lick, he can lick, and he will find it's okay still. It's okay, tasty. But the speech for me, even I did not hear it, but from what you said, obviously the UK, they are thinking seriously about the serious situation the UK has since they opened their borders for every terrorist in the world to come and live there. And now I think it's too late. The UK, sooner or later, they will have a civil war, and I predict that to happen. you know,
Yeah, I believe so.
and the
Because there's a lot of
thousand of people will die, if not hundred of thousand. Maybe
yeah,
in 20 years, maybe in 50 years, we do not know, but it's going to happen. And the
yeah. I
Muslim
reckon maybe 10, 15 years. Yeah.
and the Muslim will announce an Islamic state in England, and war will erupt,
Hmm.
and one of them have to finish the
Hmm.
other one. This is the only thing will happen in the future, because those Islamists, the one who called them Islamists, as you said, it's true. They don't believe in living with others, either us or you. You
No.
know, so
Yeah.
somebody have to finish the job, either us or them, as the Muslim they want. So the British government, they knew that, but good that at least now they are talking about it. You know, better than yesterday.
Yeah, I do. I do think I was surprised. I was surprised, but the problem is that they always do this kind of like, we can't just talk about Islamic extremism. So when they talk about anti-Semitism, the next word out of his mouth is Islamophobia. There's never let's just stick on one topic for today. Maybe I give a speech today about anti-Semitism. Maybe another day I give one. It's always together. There's never any kind of separation. And I think even the government, they know, like you said, they know whether they're trying to play coy, they're trying to play all politically correct. They know that there's a huge problem. The counterterrorism chief at the moment, he's Muslim himself, and he doesn't actually, he has a it's funny, he's got a nickname, right, like an English nickname that's not on his birth certificate. Is He doesn't have an English name whatsoever, but he's always referred to in the media and in the police as this English name, even though he's not, and his father's Muslim, and he doesn't say what religion he is, but I would imagine that he's Muslim. His first week on the job, I think this was a few years ago, he got tasked with basically counting up the terrorism. What kind of terrorism do we have in this country? What kind of people are on our watch list from your predecessor? Who put those people on the list? Why are they on the list? And he gives this report that basically 95% of all extremism and people on the terrorist list are Muslim, right?
Yeah.
But then in his final closing comments, he says, but the biggest threat in terms of extremism in this
Is the
country
Christians.
is definitely right-wing extremism, which only made up 5%, and it had doubled from 2%, something like that. So he said that jump, even though his predecessor only said there was about 75% Islamic extremism, which has gone up to 95%. So he's now, shielding his own community and saying, oh, even though there's 95% of them that are causing the extremism threats in this country, those right-wing guys over there are making a comeback.
But the right
It's just
wings,
like,
one, they did not do, the right wings, they did not do any suicide bombing. If we ask the same question,
No,
how many
no.
Muslims they did, so this is all obviously, it's a very false, biased report,
Yeah.
and he is a Muslim siding with them.
And they,
Because we need to count how many violent attack happened, both those they call them right wings and those who they are Muslims. Then we will find 0 to a billion.
yeah. The worst that the right wing, the quote unquote right wing, have ever done. So there's a group in this country called the EDL that doesn't technically exist anymore. Their founder basically shut them down because he was getting, too much pressure from all sides, basically to shut them down. It's called the English Defense League. The worst thing that they were ever accused of was basically rowdiness, fights, and they used to go to, basically, there was a place called Rotherham in the UK where I don't know if you've heard of like the Muslim grooming gangs, where basically huge groups of Muslim men, they basically form these gangs where they basically sexually assault young white girls. They groom them into joining these gangs, and then as soon as they're in, they basically never let them see their parents. They just abuse them, pass them around, stuff like that. So the EDL went to Rotherham. They was like, I can't remember how many, but 10,000 members maybe. They went all the way to Rotherham, did a huge march all through the streets, and there was no Muslim in sight. They didn't come to meet them. They didn't, they were terrified in their houses, and they got called out for that. Saying that, oh, that's terrorism.
Yeah,
that's
so when the
bullying,
Muslim they march
things.
by
That's it.
when the Muslim they march by tens of thousands, they are not terrorists. When the citizen of England who care for the country to protect their girls and their daughters, they are terrorists. But anyway, my friend, who care about what they say? People of the country, they should wake up and protect their own. How in the world anyone will be allowed to do what they are doing, as you said? I mean, this has happened only if the families are a bunch of cowards. Who dare to touch my daughter?
The men are.
Who dare?
yeah.
Even if an
The
army
British.
came to me, I will be dead before they take her.
Mhm.
Yeah, only
Yeah,
cowards,
unfortunately, I think
only
the
cowards,
British men are cowardly,
only
too
cowards
cowardly. Because you see a lot
will
of
allow such a thing to happen to them.
UK.
So either the British are become a bunch of cowards, or they are a bunch of men who they can stand and protect their society.
Yeah, because you see a lot of them in the YouTube comments, all these things. They're getting angry supposedly about all these things that are happening, and thousands and thousands of comments. But there's no actual. I do believe that, like you said, when there's a civil war, the second that the Islamists, actually stand up and say, you know what, we're taking the country. I do believe that the white men of this country will just suddenly crush
This
them.
is
They will
not.
just go
This
into
is
a
should not
great.
be.
But it's too
This is
late
should
by then.
not be. This is should not be the problem of the white man, because the Christians who they are
No, it
not
should be
white,
everybody.
yeah,
Yeah.
everybody who is not a Muslim, he have to stand
Hmm.
against this garbage.
Hmm.
And otherwise those people,
Yeah.
they are, as you said, they're gang, they use violence. So gang
Yeah.
survive only if no men stand against them. When everybody is a potato,
Yeah.
when everybody is a potato, then
Yeah. I think at the moment.
everybody is a
Yeah.
lion. The gang is a lion, you are a cat. Because what? Because you fear. So if nobody fear, then there's no gang. Gangs exist only when people they fear the gang. The gang usually is
Yeah.
the minority. The people are the
Hmm.
majority, but the majority are a bunch of rabbits. They
Yeah.
fear the gang. Each one of them
And
he
I think
says, none of my business.
I,
I'm not going to go and
yeah.
fight with those people.
Yeah, and I think the other problem is that the British people who are non-Muslim, what you see a lot of in the comments is that they feel like the UK police and the UK government essentially are on the sides of the Islamists. Like there were 3 girls the other day who got charged with terrorist offenses from the Palestine marches because they had on their back these emblems that were, the parachutes, the paragliders that Hamas used on October 7th. They had those on their jackets, and they got, taken out of the march, arrested, whatever. And of the 3 girls, 2 of them got handed community service and basically no jail time, no nothing, no anything. They got given a £500 fine. And the other one, she's an illegal migrant and she hasn't started receiving her benefits yet. So the judge said she didn't have to pay the money. So a lot of people basically look at the police.
Anyway, my
Yeah, no,
friend,
it's ridiculous. I
the
can't believe
system,
that one.
the system in Europe, all of Europe is screwed, and I believe that
Yeah.
God will punish those who deserve to be punished. So
Mhm.
I will not be sad for any European country get punished, because simply this
No,
is their harvest. This is their harvest. The bars, drinking, like you go now, you watch a video about UK at night. I saw a video UK at
Yeah.
night. I was saying, what UK at night? And then nothing but girls wearing short skirt and short, like almost naked, drinking. The bar is so busy.
Yeah.
So when you say bar, they go to drink. When you say protect your daughters, they go to sleep.
Yeah.
Well, let them be doomed,
Yeah.
and let God punish them for what they done to themselves. You seed,
Yeah.
you harvest what you seeded.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think even if they're afraid of the police. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Shall I?
Yeah, it's okay. Just make a final statement, please.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So, like I said, a lot of the British people, I think their excuse for not doing anything or protecting their daughters or whatever is that they feel like the police are on the side of the Islamists. Like in
What does have to
Rotherham, that
do?
place I was
This is
telling you,
false.
they have.
If the police are the Islamists, I'm not going to let anyone touch my daughter. This is just an act of
No,
cowardice.
exactly. They should go against the police if that's what they believe. Because in Rotherham,
What if the
basically
police?
grooming
What if
gangs.
the police is raping your daughter?
Yeah, you should kill them 100%. You shouldn't allow them.
What
But in Rotherham,
we don't want
Rotherham,
anyone to kill anyone. But the issue is when it's time to protect your life, you have the right to defend yourself. It doesn't matter who. A police come to me and he want to kill me. He have no right to kill me unless I'm a criminal. A police, he want to rape a girl. He is a rapist. He is a criminal now. He's not a police no more. So you use whatever you need to use in order to protect yourself and your family. If the police became the crime, then the police is the problem. However, I believe that they are making excuse to sit inside their houses and become pimps. Pimps, that he put a horn in
Yeah.
his head. He act like he saw nothing, he know nothing, and nothing happening.
Yeah.
All right, my friend. Thank you very much for joining.
All right, cool, Christian. Thank
All
you
right.
for the conversation. Yeah.
All
God
right.
bless you. I'll let someone else speak.
Thank you. Who is next? Mr. The one have his name is Hebrew. Go ahead.
I have a question. When I'm not Muslim, right? But a lot of the times they say, "Oh, it's corrupt," either Torah or the Bible, and they use 279, Surah 279.
All right.
I just wanted to know what you thought about it.
Well, 279, if the Muslim they want to take it into accountable, that means the Quran is corrupted. Can you read it for us?
Yeah, if it's on your screen, yeah, I can read.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Okay, then woe to those who write the book of their with their own hands and then say, "This is from Allah to purchase with a little price. Woe to them for what their hands have written, and woe to them for what for that they earn thereby."
All right. But isn't this what the Muslim did?
With the Quran,
Yeah. Did
I
Allah?
would say so.
Did,
But then they say it is from Allah and that he gave the word to Muhammad.
but this is what the
and
verse
that they-
saying. But this is what the verse saying. The verse saying,
Then
"Away to those who write the Quran with their own hand and they say this from Allah." So the Muslims, Muhammad did not write the Quran. The Muslims didn't have the Quran of Muhammad. Did not even have the Quran of Uthman. They have a Quran of someone, he called him Hafiz. He was exist 200 years after Muhammad. However, if you go and you read the Quran in different verses, let us close some pages here. You will find here it says, and I will use their own statement. Allah, he promised that he is the one who going to collect the Quran, not the Muslims.
Allah say he's gonna gather the Quran, so not Uthman.
Exactly. Chapter 75, verse number 17. For us to collect it, and for us to make you recite it.
Okay.
So
they say, and capitalized is referring to Allah, or yeah.
Yeah, to Allah, no. For us, Allah speaking, Inna alayna jam'uhu wa Qur'anahu. So it's on us the duty of collecting the Quran, making it as a book. Is this our duty? This is not your duty, Muhammad. This is not the duty of the Muslim. This is why when Muhammad he died, and Uthman he said, let us collect the Quran. The Caliphate, the companion, they said, why wouldn't I do something the Prophet did not do? Why wouldn't I do it? Simply because of this verse. It's upon us to collect the Quran, to put it together, and it's upon us to recite it to you. But it's not up to the Muslims. So the Muslims are the one who wrote the Quran by their own hands, and didn't have the Quran of Muhammad, when Allah he promised that he is the one who will collect the Quran, not them. In the top of that, we don't believe in Allah. So this verse obviously speaking about those who believe in Allah. We don't.
Yeah.
Plus, in the Quran it says, other verse, that the one who do corruption is the one who changed the words from their locations or sentence.
Yeah, it says something about one that takes the word out of context or something.
No. This is not about. According to that story, yeah. But in the Arabic, it says those who displaced words from their right places. Isn't it? This is what the Muslim they do. So there's tons of verses.
Translation in English.
Yeah.
One of the translations say that distort the scripture, but it does not say scripture in Arabic.
No. There's no way to say distort. Simply the story. Yeah. The story is, and nothing changed in the book. There was a Jew. Muhammad, he asked Muhammad about the stoning to death. According to the story, the Jewish guy, he put his finger over the word stoning. He did not change the words. He did not replace it. He just placed his finger over the word, and you can read the interpretation for this verse. Actually, it says that. So he placed his hand over the verse to hide it. That's all. He did not displace anything. He did not change the book. If this is what is corruption, then there's no corruption. Because simply the guy, it's just one guy doing that. The book is still the same. However, it is Muhammad who do that all over the Quran. He says something, he displaces it, and he delete it second day.
Right.
They are the one who say this is a verse is abrogated by recitation and by following. This verse is abrogated by recitation only. This is verse abrogated by recitation but not by following. This is abrogated by following but not by recitation. This is what you are doing. You are playing with the word of God as you wish. If Allah He gave you Quran, then the Quran should be there as it is, and you don't tell me this is abrogated no more. At least not by recitation. Why Allah wants you to take verse, He sent it to you? Is He ashamed of it? Obviously He is. Like what? Like breastfeeding for adult.
Right. And
Obviously
this is off.
the Muslim
This is
they took it off. The Muslim they took off the breastfeeding for adult. There is no way to believe in the story that the goat ate the Quran and that make the Quran is gone, because Allah He promised to preserve the Quran, correct?
Yeah.
So where we can find the breastfeeding for adult 10 times, and if the goat ate it, did the goat ate the memory of the Muslims?
I have no idea.
Yeah. So the story obviously is very fishy. Muhammad he die. The goat go inside the house of the bedroom of Muhammad. Yeah, that's what it says. That's what it says. I'm not making fun. That's what it says. The verse of stoning and the breastfeeding 10 times, adult 10 times, adult, was revealed. So it's a verse. Okay. And the paper was with me under my pillow. Wonderful. When the messenger of Allah died, we were preoccupied with his death. And a tame sheep came and ate it. Okay. So now the sheep is destroying the word of Allah. Who is the Muslim would like to join us and recite for me the verse which eaten by the sheep?
So what you are saying is there is stuff missing, and there's proof of stuff missing.
Not only missing, it's been eaten, my friend. David Wood, he ate the Quran. He was copying the sheep. I saw David Wood, I saw an opposite prophet eating the Quran. They are jealous. They are just, they saw the sheep eating the Quran. They said, okay, we will do it too. And if the sheep ate the Quran, well, isn't the Quran preserved anyway? Why it's not there? Who is a Muslim can recite for me the breastfeeding for adult 10 times? How come it's not exist in your memory no more? Is that sheep is like a Trojan horse erase your file in your head, your memory? What is the verse? And in the same time, what kind of God He gives such a verse? Breastfeeding for adult 10 times?
Oh, like Allah, He reveals stuff like that all the time.
How this religion is religion of conservatism, as they claim women they cover themselves. So women they cover themselves. Like if you go actually back a few days ago, I think last week, a Muslim he called me and he said, so what? Allah allowed it. What the problem?
Allah allowed His verse to be eaten?
No. Allah allowed it for his wife. I asked him. Anyone remember what the date so we can play the video? It is in Rambo. I said to him, so do you have no problem that your wife, you come back home, you find your neighbor laying down in the lap of your wife, sucking her boobs. You have no problem? He said, what's the problem? Allah allowed it. It's okay. Allah allowed it. Yeah. What do you mean Allah allowed it? Why? Why? What kind of religion is? What do you mean Allah? What for? He said to me, so he can enter my house. In fact, even if you do that, they claim that if you do that, now she became unlawful for you. The fact, I showed him the fatwa in the same video. It says that the breastfeeding for adult does not prevent the man from having sex with this woman, because it is not what Islam teach. Breastfeeding for a child You know, that will make the child supposedly the son of this woman. And this is another contradiction. In one hand, the Islam says you cannot do adoption, and now suddenly the mother, she became a cow, she gave milk. They are like the Hindus. The cow is our mother. So now the woman, she gave milk to the boy and to the other girl, and now they became sisters and brother. How in the world that work?
I can't tell you.
That mean anything we ate, we became a sister with the we eat beef. That cow is my sister. We drink milk. The goat is my sister. You know, this is stupid religion. In the same time, Muhammad, he forbid adoption just so he can have sex with his own son wife.
I wanna show you another thing. Look up it's Sahih Muslim book 8, hadith number 3371, I think.
Muslim hadith number
Sahih Muslim book 8 3371.
3371. Okay, hold on.
And I don't know if that's the exact one, but if it is, then it is basically Muhammad permitting adultery and rape at the same time of Arab captive women.
Yeah, that's for sure. There's no question about it, you know.
Because if you read it and if you bring it up, it literally talks about how the men who are wanting to have sex already have wives.
Yeah.
So what are they going to do? Marry these captives and force them to marry you? What?
No. You see, first of all, the Muslim, they have license to have sex with any captive woman, even if she is married. This is in the Quran. You do not even need the hadith.
Aren't they counted as treasure or something, right?
Yeah, it's just, you know, she is your hand process. That's it. You own her now. You know? So even if she is, this is why in the Quran, it says, it's forbidden for you, women who they are already married, except your right hand process. So they are married and you can rape them.
Yeah.
You know? And this is Quran. So this is not a hadith they can say, you know, this is weak, this is da'if, you know? So here you see chapter 4, verse number 24, the same chapter about the mut'ah. It's also forbidden for you, women already married, except, which means the married slave, you can rape them. Do you see it?
Yeah, captives and
And
slaves.
they are married. Listen carefully. They are married.
Yeah, because it says women already married except
Exactly.
married captives and slaves.
Right. So it's forbidden for you to sleep with women who they are. This is not about marrying, by the way. This is about sleeping. So it's forbidden for you to sleep with married women except the one you kidnap from their husbands. They are married, but you can't sleep with them.
So that is why Muhammad permitted his men to rape the Arab women.
Yeah. And he himself, he did rape many. You know, most of the women he have in his house, they are just, you know, captives. All right. Do we have any Muslim? Thank you, my friend, for the...
Yeah. Thank you.
Who is next? I think V. Is it V? Was next? Mr. Go ahead.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
يا أخوي أنا قبل شغلني بالك يوم قلت الخروف أكل شو اسمه الصفحة.
شنو هذا؟
ها؟
شنو هذا السؤال؟
أقول شو اسمه يوم قلت الخروف أكل الصفحة ومدري إيش.
نعم. The goat, she ate the Quran. تشاغلنا بموته دخل داج فأكلها. So the Quran was eaten by a goat. Can't you see it? Go ahead. What do you want to say to us?
طيب هو مكتوب في سورة الحجر آية 9 إنا نزلنا الذكر وإنه له حافظون. يعني إذا أكل ولا ما أكل إحنا حافظين أساسا.
Okay, as guys, he's saying to me in Arabic, well, it says in the Quran that Allah, he sent down a dhikr وَإِنَّا لَهُ لَحَافِظُونَ, and we are going to preserve it. That's wonderful. Tell me the verse of 10 time breastfeeding. Go ahead. As long it is preserved.
ما أتكلم إنجليزي يعني.
Tell أخبرني ما هي الآية؟ إرضاع الكبير. إرضاع الكبير. تفضل.
أي إرضاع الكبير.
إرضاع الكبير. آية إرضاع الكبير التي أكلتها المعزة. صلى الله عليه وسلم المعزة قد أكلت الآية أخبرني ما هي الآية تفضل. So I'm saying to him guys, okay, as long as the Quran
ممكن تعلمني باسمك؟
Christian.
اوكي
So
شو اسمه؟
as long he is saying that the Quran is preserved, so I'm saying to him, okay, preserve in our memory. He said, okay. I said to him, okay, recite for me the verse. So go ahead. تفضل.
وش اقول يعني؟
ما هي الآية التي أكلتها المعزة؟
أحد قال ولا ذكرها، قال مكتوب في آية سورة الحجر آية 9 إنه نحن نزلنا الذكر وإنا له حافظون.
My friend, no problem. You keep repeating the same. Guys, he keeps saying to me, we send the dhikr and we are حافظون. أخي العزيز. الذكر حسن يا حسن.
أنا فهمت. لا مو حسن.
Listen, الذكر ليس القرآن. الذكر هو ليس القرآن.
كيف يعني؟
نعم، إذا ما ذهبنا إلى الآية في القرآن وهي تقول وقد كتبنا في الزبور من بعد الذكر. So you say to me the الذكر and let me translate. سوف أترجم. أنت تقول, he is saying guys that the Quran says that we send down the dhikr and we are going to preserve it. So I said to him, but a dhikr is not the Quran. How we can prove it? Here we go. The Quran says in chapter 21 verse number 105, وَلَقَدْ كَتَبْنَا فِي الزُّبُورِ مِنْ بَعْدِ الذِّكْرِ. So we wrote, and indeed we have written a Zabur, the book of Psalm, as Muhammad called it, all revealed in the Torah. So is the dhikr is the Quran? No. هل القرآن يا حسن هل القرآن هو الذكر؟ الآية أمامك تقول ولقد كتبنا في الزبور من بعد الذكر. So the Quran is not the dhikr. Did your Quran came in the time of Moses? هل أتى القرآن في أيام موسى في أيام اليهود؟ متى أتى القرآن؟
القرآن قبل نبوة محمد 40 سنة هو مذكور بالقرآن.
هذا ليس السؤال. هل أتى في أيام موسى؟
لا.
هنا الآية تقول اقرأ تقول ولقد كتبنا في الزبور من بعد الذكر. من كتب قبل ومن كتب بعد؟ وما هو الزبور هنا؟ وما هو الذكر؟ الذكر الزبور is a book of Psalm, and the dhikr is the book of Moses. It's in the front of you. So when the Muslim, he says to me, the Quran says that we, Allah, he said, we send down the dhikr and we are going to preserve the dhikr. Well, the word dhikr here, according to Muslims, is the Torah. And the verse in the front of you. So even they quote for you a wrong verse. So يا حسن كما ترى هذه الآية تؤكد أن الذكر ليس القرآن. الآن نعود إلى السؤال. هل بإمكانك أن تقول أن تسمعني آية أرضاع الكبيرة 10؟
ما فهمتك.
ها؟
ما فهمتك. ما أتكلم عربي فصحى.
هل أنت he says, guys, he's saying to me he don't speak the language of the Quran. How come you don't understand? Listen, guys, I'm speaking to him the classic language. He don't understand. He's a guy who is speaking in a Bedouin accent. He didn't understand me. Listen. هل تستطيع أن تسمعني آية رضاع الكبيرة 10؟ الآية التي فقدت بعد أن أكلتها المعزة. Can you recite for me the verses of a breastfeeding for adult 10 times, the verse which the goat ate it? تفضل أسمعني.
أنا ليس بحافظ القرآن أول شيء يعني.
He is saying he do not memorize the whole Quran. But this is not, I don't care. يا حسن ابحث
أقول
عنها،
ما
ابحث عنها،
في وقف،
ابحث
في
عنها،
وقف يعني
ابحث عنها. هل تجدها مفقودة؟ إنها مفقودة غير موجودة، أكلتها المعزة،
في
أكلتها المعزة. فهذه حجة
حكاية المعزة وهو
لا
مكتوب
يحتج بها، هذه
ما
حجة
دل
لا
لكم
يحتج
على
بها. إما أن تقول لي ما هي الآية، أو تقول أن كل المسلمين لا يعلمون ما هي الآية.
كيف أقول الحين كيف تقول علمني الآية؟
Guys, he's saying to me, why you are asking me, how come you asking me to tell you what is the verse? لأنك قلت بأن القرآن محفوظ.
محفوظ حسنا، يعني إذا أنا حافظة بروح بعلمك اللي أنت حافظة برضو.
Yeah.
سهبل.
So why, guys? So I said to him, you said the Quran is a preserved. So tell me the verse. He said, so if yeah, it's preserved, should I tell it to you? نعم، يجب أن تقولها لي. أنا أسألك أين هي الآية؟ إن كان القرآن قد حفظ في الصدور فأعطنا ما هو مطمور، أعطنا الآية. تفضل.
يا رب هي. أنت تقول الحين علمني الآية، وإذا الآية أساسا نوكلت وهي محفوظة، يعني بروح بعلم واحد.
أين هي محفوظة؟ أين هي محفوظة؟ إن كانت محفوظة إذا أنتم حافظين لها. أين هي الآية؟
أين هي الآية؟ أوكي، الحين أنا بروح بعلم واحد، بعلم واحد سالفة، وبعلمه هو السالفة، هو يعرف السالفة أساسا، يعني بروح بقول السالفة وهو يعرف السالفة.
Guys, I mean this funny conversation. He's saying, so I teach somebody and the other person, he teach other person and the other person teach other person, but still he can't tell me the verse. أنا أسألك يا رجل أعطني الآية. يعني ليس هناك داعي للنقاش العقيم.
آية شنو؟ أنا ما حافظ القرآن.
I don't okay. هو يقول he don't memorize the Quran. This is not my question. I'm not asking you to memorize the Quran. أنا لا أسألك إن كنت تحفظ القرآن أم لا. هل هي موجودة أصلا في كتبكم، في كل كتب المسلمين؟ هل هناك آية اسمها إرضاع الكبير يمكن أن نقرأها معا في كتب المسلمين؟ تفضل. لا. He said no, we don't have any verse like this in any Islamic book. So the goat ate it. Don't tell me the Quran is preserved. Alright, thank you my friend. اسمع، المحادثة هنا باللغة الإنجليزية، ولهذا يعني لا يمكنني أن أطيل معك باللغة العربية لكي يفهم الناس.
طيب أنا كلمت واحد اسمه مدري إيش، يقول عاد تكلم معه عربي،
وتكلمنا معك بالعربية يعني، ولكن
طيب أنا عندي سؤال ثاني.
تفضل.
في الاسم الستيج هذا هو Allah cannot do a miracle like Jesus.
So you know English, you know English. Why you are saying to me I will speak only Arabic? Here we go. You know English.
أنا أقرأ إنجليزي بس ما أعرف، ما أفهمها، فهمت؟
Okay, so.
طيب في آيات موجودة إن الله شو اسمه، الله يعني عنده معجزات، هذا كثرها. جيسس أساسا اللي هو عيسى هو يعني نبي مجرد. من واحد من المعجزات مثلا، وإني خفت المولى من ورائي وكانت امرأتي عاقرا فهب لي من لدنك وليا يرثني ويرث من آل يعقوب واجعلها ربي رضيا. يا زكريا إني أبشرك بغلام اسمه يحيى لم نجعل له من قبل سميا قال ربي أن يكون لي غلام كانت امرأتي عاقرا وقد بلغت من الكبر عتيا قال كذلك قال ربي هو علي هين وقد خلقتك من قبل ولم تكن شيئا. الحين تقدر تقول لي هذه ما هي معجزة؟
Guys, he is دعني أترجم. He is quoting for me a verse from the Quran about John the Baptist, that his parents they pray to Allah, and Allah he made the women who cannot have kids to have kids. But this is a claim يا أخي العزيز، هذا ادعاء. أنا أستطيع أن أقول الآن أن الذي صنع هذه المعجزة هو ترامب. نعم، ترامب هو من قام. كلام فارغ يعني. أين هو البرهان؟ أليس القرآن قال آتوا ببرهانكم إن كنتم صادقين؟ Bring your proof if you are truthful. So if you can prove to me that Allah did any miracle, go ahead. You are telling me Muhammad said that Allah did something nobody saw. So
هذا بالقرآن يا أخي.
This is who care about Quran? They have to give me a proof. Was Muhammad? If Allah can do that, if Allah can do that to John the Baptist, if Allah can do miracle to Mary, if Allah can do miracles to Moses, how come Allah cannot do miracle to Muhammad? إن كان الله قادر على أن
ولو كان
يأتي بمعجزات لموسى وعيسى
موجودة
وإبراهيم وغيرهم، لماذا لم يأتي بمعجزة لمحمد؟
موجودة معجزة لمحمد يوم كان في معركة
أعطني
بدر.
واحدة.
في معركة بدر، في معركة بدر نزل عليه 1000 من الملائكة.
That guys, he said in the fight of Badr, Allah he sent 1,000 angels. So why they lost? There's two Badr.
خسروا
هناك بدر الصغرى وبدر الكبرى. هناك بدر الصغرى وبدر الكبرى.
يقصد بدر.
اسمع 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 اسمع. هذا القرآن اسمع. القرآن يقول ما أصابرون إذا ما ذهبنا إلى سورة الأنفال تقول الآية let us put it in the screen. Let us see. Hold on. ما أصابرون. So he is trying to convince me now that the Muhammad he have miracles. So I'm showing him the Quran. He said Allah he sent in the fight of Badr, he sent 1,000 angels to fight with Muhammad, but nobody saw them. Where is the angels? Nobody saw the angels. Nobody saw an angel. According to your prophet, only him. He saw an angel twice. Look, this is the Quran. هذه الأنفال تقول أن إلهك قال للمسلمين one of you or 20 of you with patient can fight 200. 20 صابرون يغلب 200. ذهبوا إلى المعركة خسروا المعركة عادوا فقال لهم محمد الآن خفف الله عنكم. So they went to the fight, they lost the fight, they got spanked. Muhammad, the promise was false, that one can fight 10. So look what Muhammad he did. Right away he fixed his exaggeration. So he said, for the present Allah has lightened your task. Now he found out actually that there is a weak spot on you. Where is the 1,000 angel? إذا كان هناك 1000 من الملائكة ملاك واحد كافي أن يقتل كل البشر، فلماذا يخفف عنهم؟ لأنهم الضعفاء لم يستطيعوا أن يهزموا الأعداء. They could not defeat the enemy. So Muhammad now he fabricated a new verse, says from one fighting 10 to one fight 2. There's a huge difference. Do Allah knew the future؟ هل يعلم الله المستقبل أم لا يعلم؟ إن كان يعلم فلماذا قال لهم واحد منكم يحارب 10؟ وعندما اكتشف أنهم غير قادرين على النصر قال لهم واحد منكم يحارب 2. ولما علم كيف يقول القرآن الآن خفف الله عنكم وعلم الآن. Now Allah he found out that you have a weakness. Now أنت تتكلم العربية, you speak Arabic, translate the verse, tell them how the Muslim they try to fix it in English. الآن خفف الله عنكم وعلم أن فيكم ضعف. Now Allah he found out that you have a weakness, so he enlightened your task. What kind of God this God is? Now he knew.
عربي لو سمحت.
I spoke to you in Arabic already. الآن خفف الله عنكم وعلم. كيف يقول الله الآن علم الله؟ أليس الله يعلم الغيوب؟ الآن علم الله. How you say now Allah he knew? Allah now he knew. ها؟
الحين تعرف الدرس عربي زين؟
I just ask you a question in Arabic and you tell me.
التعبير المجازي. تعرف التعبير المجازي؟
This is not majazi. It says الآن خفف الله عنكم. This is not what you are saying. It says now Allah he lightened your task, for now he found out that you have a weakness. There is no way God he do not know when he gave them the first verse. It's just a day before he gave them this verse. They went to war, they got spanked, and Muhammad been exposed. And not only that, actually, the story says that Muhammad, he saw a dream that the enemy will be a few in number. محمد ادعى أنه رأى رؤيا من ربه أن الأعداء سوف يكون قلة في العدد، وحينما ذهبوا وجدوا الأعداد أضعاف ما تقال لهم محمد، أي أن محمد ادعى كذبا. فلما سألوه قال لكي أشجعكم أنه يكذب، كذاب. So he told them the enemy will be few only, don't worry about it. They went there, they found the opposite. And when they asked the Muslims why this is happening, how he says that, he says, oh, he was encouraging them by making a false statement. So he claimed that he saw a vision that the enemy will be few, but he was not reading, he don't mean it. He just want to encourage them, because if he tell them there are too many, they will not go. Okay, my friend. Sorry, I cannot keep you with you for long in Arabic. We have more people to speak to. You're welcome. You are a nice person, but obviously I cannot continue with you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. All right.
Hello, brother.
Okay, Gawar, go ahead.
I have a question about the other subject. So I don't know if True Islam is wanting to go on with this subject, then I wait. But
is it about Islam? Is it about Islam or not?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I heard the other day that someone was talking about on the day of judgment that Allah will judge all creation, like also animals, and I wanted to be sure if this is true.
Yeah, the Quran confirms that all creatures, Allah, He sent them prophets, and they have book. ما فرطنا So if you go here in chapter 6 verse number 38, it says, there is not an animal that lives on earth, nor being that flies on its wing, but a community like you. Nothing we have omitted of the book, and they all shall be gathered to their Lord at the end. So the Muslim believe in this verse very well, that Allah will judge between the animals in the day of judgment. Sound like a Hinduism, sound like Buddhism. This does not sound like Abrahamic at all, because animals, they don't have the free will, they are programmed creatures. So what we will judge them about what?
Exactly.
However,
because they
however, to confirm that, if you remember, there is a hadith about a monkey. She committed fornication.
Kordazania.
Yeah. So this monkey, evil monkey, may Allah curse her. Disgusting. I will never marry a monkey no more. That's it. Okay. During the pre-Islamic period of ignorance, the Muslim, they claim that other nations are ignorant. So now this is a Muslim. He is telling you a true story. He was there, brother. I saw a she monkey surrounded by a number of monkeys. They were all stoning it because it had committed illegal sexual intercourse.
Astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah.
So this is a stupid religion. They are very confused. And now supposedly the animals, they have a book and they have to follow the Quran. Allah gave them Quran too, as I showed you. And now they should follow the Sharia law. How dare you, female monkey, to have sexual intercourse? Illegal. I mean, how can you do that?
Unbelievable, brother.
Disgusting. We should cast such a monkey from our society. Only monkeys who wear hijab and burqa are welcome. Decent female monkey. However, if their ass is red, they are welcome too.
Hi, CP.
Hi, hello, my friend. Go ahead.
Can you hear me well?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Great. I'm a Christian and I wanted to speak with you about something a little bit different. I saw new with the title, so a video from the Dean Show. And the title is like this: Royce Gracie shocks the world, makes his position clear on Palestine. Blah blah blah. So basically, those potatoes have.
Who?
Wait a second. Royce Gracie. So he
Who is that?
part of.
Who is this guy?
So these guys must be part of the Gracie family, and they're pretty known because they have they had great results in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and the UFC fights. And what I wanted to speak with you and with this community, I think it would be great if we, as a community, could do something similar, which that Woodman, this potato, is doing. So basically, I wanted to ask you and come with this idea if you or you and Sam Shamoun or one of you could meet these guys which are converting to Islam and speak a little bit with them. If you are gonna agree to do this, or to, I don't know, if Sam Shamoun, I hope you are still in good contact with them, with him.
I don't work with anyone without mentioning names. Same time, if you know this person, you can invite him, and we'll make him shish kebab. I mean, you see, people, they can say stupid things, and I don't know who is this guy. I never heard of him, and I don't know why in the world he converted to Islam. But obviously, the Muslims are fooling some people. They are stupid. My understanding of those who convert to Islam, they are mostly naive, have a low IQ. It doesn't matter how famous they are. You said this guy is a fighter?
So basically, it's like a longer generation, like grandfather, father, son, or something like this. I know them since 20 years ago or something. Okay, so they're
but
pretty.
Who is he? Who is he? What he do?
So they have perfected this fighting style, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. If you're gonna type on YouTube,
okay, what
Gracie family,
and how that make? I mean, what is that? I mean, if he's a philosopher, a guy who do kickboxing?
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay,
but the point
so
is,
I mean, the point is, the Muslim, they use someone famous, and this is why you yourself are interested, because they are famous. And this is another disease in the society, that if somebody is famous, he says something, he affects others. But
I know.
Is the famous, is someone is smart, he can think better than us? No. Most of those famous are idiots. Like Andrew Tate, he is the same. He's a kickboxer, he is a pimp. So is he smarter than us? No. This guy is a fraud.
Sorry for interrupting.
However, I invite you, all of you Christians, anyone you can invite to talk to us, bring him here. I don't mind. How I can invite him? How I'm going to get him here, this guy, so we can see how stupid he is. I never even heard his name. I don't even know how to say his name, and I don't care for such a person. But I agree with you that Muslims, they use famous names so they can fool others.
Okay.
What this guy?
2 minutes, please.
What this guy? He said about so-called Palestine. What he said?
To be honest, I haven't even listened the whole video. I just saw the title, and that's more than enough for me, because I know how the Islam is working. Okay.
Yeah.
I also know Andrew Tate because I'm a Romanian guy. Okay. So CP, please give me 2 minutes.
All right.
I know this guy. So these families guys say like this. I heard about them since 20 years ago. It's not about Islam or something like this. I was interested in fightings, and that's how I heard about them. Okay. And now I'm not that type of guy which is influenced by Royce Gracie decision, or I don't know, tomorrow can be Biden that is converting to Islam. I don't give an F about this. Okay. But the most of the people are so easy to influence them into a negative way. And that's what the Muslims are doing nowadays. That's why my idea, my I don't know, point, it would be great if we could do the same. This guy will never, I'm pretty sure he will never join a Discord conversation with you online. But I think that a part of these people, if we were going to finance you, and if you're going to decide, okay, I'm going to go and speak with them, I will be one of those who will gonna pay for your tickets and so on. Not full, I'm not so rich, but I hope maybe we as a community, we can do this together. So again, you're not gonna get these type of people like Royce Gracie and so on to come on Discord chat. They don't do that. But I'm pretty sure that at least a part of them, which Utman, this potato, is fooling, they will also agree to have a discussion with you. Or someone like Sam Shamoun, or I don't know, something from our community that can explain to them all of those things that the Muslims don't explain.
I don't think this is about explanation. I think those people, they are looking for more in their life, for more support. Like as an example, Andrew Tate, I believe he converted to Islam not because he believed in Islam, but he was preparing himself. He will go to jail, and he thought that's why he bought 7 passports, 7 citizenship, and he was, preparing himself to seek refuge any of those countries. And by converting to Islam, he can fly to Emirat. He went to Emirat. He liked it. Okay, they won't put me in jail. I will go to Emirat, and the Muslim protect me. Those people, they don't care really for any of religion. And at the same time, if you speak about someone from Brazil, I mean, I assure you that this guy who converted to Islam, he will be jumping between the naked women in Brazil, practicing their pagan festival. So they claim that they are Muslims, but in reality, they are the last one to be called Muslims. They are looking for something new and more support and more audience and more publicity. And who can give you more publicity than saying, I became a Muslim? Nobody.
I fully agree with you, but I
Yeah.
simply thought that
For me, I'm not really willing to go to meet a piece of shit. Excuse me. Doesn't matter how famous he is. I better here to speak to people here who need me, not celebrity. If there is somebody else he like to deal with this piece of garbage, he can go and do it. And I do not need anyone to pay me to go anywhere. I can do it myself. But for me, he is not worth it.
Okay, I fully understand you, but I wouldn't. So I'm not here to protect Royce Gracie or whatever his entire family for conversion to Islam, but you know pretty well that the Muslims are presenting their religion as being beautiful, and they never speak about the bad things, just about the good things, if if I can say like this. And that's why most of the people are fooled. They're not necessarily mean.
People are fooled, not because the Muslims are presenting Islam in a beautiful way, but because people are ignorant and stupid. So don't blame the Muslims. Don't blame the Muslims for the people's stupidity. When you grow up in a family and you have children and you never taught them anything, and the things now the West is caring for is how to have a sign for a transgender in the bathroom. No, there's no education. They are pushing homosexuality. They are destroying family value, and they have open borders, which means criminals can come, criminals can go. They lost their mind. So in such a society, who is the only one can give education? Schools? No, because schools, they are pushing false agenda, filthy agenda. Families are the only school. And if the mother is an idiot and the father is a donkey, the son will be a mule. As simple as that. So in order to fix that is not by speaking to a celebrity, because at the end of the day, still the majority are donkeys. And Muslim, they will find another celebrity. And they will continue, they target actually a celebrity for a reason, so they can promote Islam. So for me, the war against the cult of Islam is not by a celebrity. In fact, Muslims, they are hurting Islam by those people, and I will tell you why. Andrew Tate, he converted to Islam. Yes, he is famous, right? And he have many fans. But now whoever listen to this guy in 2 seconds, he will hear him saying all kind of filthy languages, and he don't give a garbage about any God. This guy is just want to sleep around, want to use women, the other one use filthy language. So listen to him in 2 minutes, you will see what kind of a believer he is. So is he presenting Islam in a better way? No. he is actually making Islam a religion of a pervert, and he is the proof of that. The other guy you are talking about, who is he? A guy who perfected fighting? What does that mean? Nothing. What does that mean? So he's born of a family, my friend. This is not important for me. I believe that society have a disease, and the disease is celebrity are important, non-celebrity is nobody. So if celebrities say something, everybody poop in his pant. If celebrity agree with something, everybody get affected. Why? Because simply we are in a society where people are stupid and they worship idols. This is a pagan, situation. Those same people, when they will speak about Islam, they will say stupid things, and we can use it. So if you can bring me a video of this guy saying things about Islam so we can laugh, and then we will get him busted, and everybody will laugh at him. That will be more effective. And then you can give him the video, send it to him, says, hey, listen to this guy, he is getting you busted. If I meet this guy, the first day I will say to him, you are a donkey. Then the guy is a kickboxing person, he's a master, and he will beat me up, right? Then I have to use my gun, I cannot fight him. Obviously, he is a master in fighting, so then we end with dead body. I'm not going to do that. So I'm not going to say to him, you are right, I respect you. No, I will say to him, you are a certified idiot, donkey, potato, tomato, all what he deserves. He used his hand, I will take his hand away. Send it to Allah. So and these days, those master of fighting, this is just a fiction. I mean, a kid, he have a gun, 6 years old, he can shoot you dead even if you are a giant. I mean, in the time of David, he killed a giant by a rock. So those things, like master, this is all is just a garbage. Those things actually, they are only, I don't know, for me. When I see someone so much interested, I'm not saying it's not good to learn how to defend yourself. Absolutely not. Me, myself, I was in the army. I joined the army. I served in the army. So I got very well trained. But this is not what make a human being a better human being. And if we, this guy, he make living from this, okay, good for him, no problem. It's not a bad thing at the end of the day. It's like unless he is teaching people to kill each other, but as long as it's about defense, it's good. But it does not make him a philosopher, does not make him a smart person. It make him just a person who who have a good skills in fighting. That's it. So why he is a little celebrity? I don't know. I don't see a reason for you even to be excited. However, you can later send me his video in Patreon, and I will make a video about what he said in the Dean show, and people will die laughing at him. And then your duty, spread it and show everybody how stupid the guy is. That will hurt more than going there and talking to him. Let him see the videos. If you can make him see the videos, respond to what he say, that will hurt more, way more.
Okay, I'm gonna watch the video again, and if there are things, I'm gonna send it to you so you can check it and make a response to it.
No problem. Thank you very much.
Okay, God bless you.
God bless.